Hi everyone, welcome to Cafe. I'm Allison Godlove.
And I'm Clarence Reynolds. Great to be back with you to share all of the fun and exciting events happening this week.
So let's start it off with Amy Sweezy. She's at the Orlando Science Center. Hi, Amy.
Jeff, thank you so much. We just had a behind-the-scenes tour of the Life exhibit. This is the first time that anyone has seen it since you first broke ground.
Yes, you were some of the first people to get back here to see the progress that we have made on the construction of this amazing new exhibit. It is the largest exhibit project we've ever done in our history.
And there are 3 separate areas that we're going to be able to see. Tell me about this.
Yes, yeah, Life explores our world and the animals that we share it with, and it will be through 3 ecosystems: the ocean, the swamp, and the rainforest. So we'll explore these areas with immersive experiences and learn the impacts on these areas and the things that we can do to be better stewards of our planet.
And kids are going to love this. This is interactive. They will actually be able to touch some of the animals.
There are areas specifically set up for engagement opportunities where kids will be able to have these close interactions with animals, but we are using all these animals to educate people about our world, about the impacts on their habitats, and why we, as fellow inhabitants of this planet, need to take care of each other. So yeah, it's all going to be just an amazing experience of wonder and education and inspiration.
And there are some kids in Orange County who don't get the opportunity to get to the ocean or get out in nature as much as maybe they would like. So this is a perfect opportunity for that.
This is a great opportunity to expose our young people to areas that they may not have experienced otherwise. And it's not just like going outside, right? It's going to the beach. Or how many of us get to go to the rainforest, right? Or get to go to the ocean or to the swamp. So it's exposure to these ecosystems that will really raise awareness and change perceptions about what is happening on our planet and how we can be involved to just be better protectors of it.
All right, Jeff Stanford, thank you so much. The Life exhibit at the Orlando Science Center opening in the fall of 2023.
What hasn't she found at the Science Center?
Wow, just wow.
Yeah, very fun. Thanks, Amy. One of the largest comics, sci-fi, horror, anime, and gaming events in the country is coming to Orlando. MegaCon runs 4 days, March 30th through April 2nd at the Orange County Convention Center. A few celebrities making an appearance this year include Chevy Chase, Christina Ricci, Henry Winkler, Ashley Eckstein, and more. Get autographs and the scoop on your favorite TV shows and movies during celebrity panels, and you'll also see comic artists in sketch duels take part in a workshop of how-to, and you can take photos with your favorite characters, and you can do some shopping too. Check out the MegaCon website for a full rundown of the events.
The 10th annual Cheers to Change event takes place on March 31st at the Orlando Science Center. This fundraiser supports survivors in the Central Florida community. There will be a silent auction, live music by Nerd Ranger, lots of food, and inspiring stories. The event is put on by the Victim Service Center of Central Florida, which provides services and resources to victims of sexual assault, violent crime, and traumatic events. It provides crisis response, advocacy, therapy, and community awareness. Get tickets at victimservicecenter.org.
The Central Florida Job Fair on March 22nd will have more than 100 employers offering thousands of jobs in several industries all around the Central Florida region. All job seekers are encouraged to attend. There will be a job search resources on site to help you out. The fair runs from noon until 4 at the Central Florida Fairgrounds Expo Hall. It's put on by the Central Florida Employment Council, a nonprofit organization matching employers with job candidates.
It's your last chance to participate in March for Meals. Seniors First Inc. hosts this yearly fundraising campaign to raise awareness of senior hunger and raise money for Meals on Wheels programs. It's estimated that 1 in 6 senior citizens struggles with hunger. Seniors First provides programs and services to help seniors continue living safe, healthy, and independent lives. To get involved and learn more, go to seniorsfirstinc.org. Catherine Page from the Manello Museum of American Art is joining us to talk a little bit about what the museum is and what it does all year. Thanks for being with us today.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
When I found out that Orlando had a folk art and American art museum, I was so excited because that is one of my favorite things. So tell us about the Manello for people who've never been there.
Absolutely. So the Manello Museum is located in a house, a former house. It was the former house of Howard Phillips. And it's this beautiful mid-century revival kind of home, and it's right on the shores of Lake Formosa. So when you go in, it's a very intimate space, and the galleries are smaller, like rooms. So we have a lot of really a very intimate space to check out the work.
And you have actually one of the permanent collections of an artist, Earl Cunningham.
Correct.
Tell us about that.
Yes, so Earl Cunningham was an artist who was originally born in Maine, and he traveled all the way up and down the East Coast sailing. Eventually he settled in St. Augustine, and he started his own antique shop and gallery space. It was here that one of our founders, Marilyn Manello, actually discovered him and was able to work with him to buy one of his pieces that he was very didn't really want to part with at the time. So
a lot of artists are like that.
Exactly. But she was able to befriend him and really worked with him to get his artwork into different kinds of museum shows and to really champion his work throughout the nation.
So when you talk about folk and American art, do you have annual exhibitions or annual events that someone could enjoy or rely on to come to and see something new?
Absolutely. So in October, we hold our annual Indie Folk Fest, which actually used to be in February, but we switched it over to October. And that's just this really big, it's a very big event that we hold in our sculpture garden space, where we have music and artists and artisans, vending, and many great food and beverage options from all of our favorite local restaurants.
So tell us a little bit about, you mentioned that it's in the house there on Princeton Street. It's hard to miss if you're driving by. Tell us a little bit about the art that you'll see there. When you say American and folk art, how is that characterized?
So I think for the folk art side of everything, what we like to term it now is more of a self-taught artist. So artists who didn't actually go to academies, but they had to teach themselves how to create with lack of perspective or different kinds of proportions in their paintings. So that's what you'll see with the Earl Cunningham pieces, and they're these just beautiful, vibrant, bright sunsets and sunrises on the harbor, these beautiful places for respite and for peace. So that would be our permanent collection of our folk art. And then every 3 or 4 months, we change temporary exhibitions. So right now we are opening the Impression and Reality exhibition, and then we will have an exhibition by artist Anila Kwayam Aga.
Well, thank you so much for being with us and telling us about the Manello. And if you haven't been, it is really a wonderful experience, and the art is so interesting. Makes you just stare and think. That's what I love about it. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
The 29th annual Taste of Oviedo, presented by Oviedo Medical Center, takes place Saturday, March 25th from 10 until 6. There will be food and drinks from local restaurants, stage performances, a farmer's market, a STEM area, and other family-friendly performances and activities. New this year is a beer garden, silent disco, and a culinary demo tent. Selections from local restaurants will be featuring a dish with the theme Sweet and Savory. Be sure to check out the Taste of Oviedo Facebook page to see what dishes will be served.
You're invited to celebrate spring at the Morse Museum of American Art in Winter Park for free. Beginning this month, you can experience the museum and enjoy live music. On the 24th, you can enjoy the Celtic Crossing Harp Trio, which is made up of a Celtic harp, flute, and violin. Spring Friday Nights continues for 5 more nights with different live music each Friday. And to see other performances, go to morsemuseum.org.
Take a trip back to 1960s London for Shout, the Mod musical, presented by the Winter Park Playhouse. The score of this musical features hits by Dusty Springfield, Petula Clark, Lulu, and more, including Downtown, Don't Sleep in the Subway, and You Don't Have to Say You Love Me. Performances run through April.
You had me at Lulu.
I saw you nod. He was like, yep, I'm
Oh,
there.
yeah.
I'm going.
Oh, yeah. And have you ever been to a silent disco?
Yes, I have.
love
They
that.
are fun. It's very odd
It
at
is
first,
weird.
and then it's so much fun.
It's really, really cool.
Yeah, that'll
Really
be a cool addition.
Yes.
That wraps up this week of events. If you have one you'd like to share with us for next month, be sure to send us an email at cafe@ocfl.net. I'm Allison Godlove.
And I'm Clarence Reynolds. Remember to join us next week to see what's new and exciting in your community.